Today I'm cooking this random butcher's favourite steak. I'll begin by asking which cut they think I should take and guide you through everything that I do to hopefully end up with a perfectly cooked medium rare steak. And once that's done, I'll give my honest rating out of 10 after I've eaten it. Well, here we are. I'm gonna have to overlay some of the footage that I caught earlier. So I didn't even notice this, I just looked back on the footage and I noticed that the butcher, I know that I said it was a random butcher, but I noticed that he was looking at me in the distance, and I only just noticed that re-looking at the footage, and he came up and recognized me. So, you know me?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I'm coming in.
I've seen you on
Darcy.
TV a couple of times.
TV?
Yeah. Oh, not TV, Instagram.
YouTube. Instagram me. I'm doing a video here.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Technically we have met, which is great. I actually think that's going to add to the video, but I'm going to play it over the footage. He was basically like,
So what do you want me to do in there
nothing.
for you?
And I'm like, no, keep it authentic, keep it real. So I know that I said it was random, and it genuinely was when I said that. Let's see what he says about my little task that I'm doing here today. I'm going to ask him what his favourite cut of steak is. Hopefully he can sort me out. I just realised I never said their name, which is very funny. Brenta Meats is what they're called. That footage of him in the background is hilarious. We made it. Very good, how are you? That was funny. I actually re-watched the footage. I'm assuming you guys looked through the store and were like, what's going on?
Yeah, no, and how you been, mate?
Yeah, good. I'm off to America very soon, which is exciting.
Steak lad.
Yeah, mate.
Steak lad.
I appreciate it, man. I want to do something where I ask or I cook your favourite cut of steak.
Really?
Yeah. I'm open, whatever you want. Here, what's your name? Is it your store?
Yeah. My name's Andy, and this is my shop, Brenta Meats, and we're blessed that I have the steak lad come in the shop.
Look at the commentary.
Mate, amazing. So he's coming to me today, and he wants me to give him my favourite steak that he's going to go home and cook.
Correct.
Well, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go. So what I think we might do, I might get you a nice aged Scotch fillet. If you give me a minute, I'm just going to go out the back and get you something really, really nice. I've got something really super special for you today, mate.
I love it.
So what we're going to do, you're going to come down the front block with me, we're going to cut it together. Let's go. Come down with me, mate. Come on
I'm really
down.
getting the experience here. How long's this been aging for?
This is a grass-fed one, so probably, it's a 15 to 20 day aging process.
Okay.
So what I'll do, I'll cut it in half for you here.
I'm not taking that much.
No. Hey, and then I'm going to spin it around and then you can have a good look at that.
Look at this. Beautiful.
Have a look at that. It's got a good marbling in it. It'll be a beautiful steak.
We'll get a close up.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
So then what we'll do here,
Grass-fed, you said?
yep, so I'm going to ask the steak lad himself, how do you want me to cut it?
You tell me.
Well, I reckon that's a good thickness. Look at that.
What's that? Two fingers. That's a pansy. I like
Yeah.
that. Just one's fine.
We'll give you two.
Okay.
Look at that.
That's perfect, mate.
Mate, that
Appreciate
will be
that.
amazing.
I love it. Can't wait to cook it.
You've come at a perfect time, mate. We've just finished morning tea, but now I'm going to give you some morning tea. So when we make our sausages here, right, we always have a little bit of leftover. So we roll them into nice little burgers. Now I'm going to give one to you, mate.
So it's a
try it.
sausage. It's a sausage.
The
burger.
continental sausage mix. It's
Okay.
not in a skin, it's just in it. We roll it into a burger.
Sounds like a treat,
Yep,
mate.
and I've got a little treat for you, mate. Give me 1
love
minute,
it.
steak
I
lad.
love
I'll be right back. That's
Here
you,
we go.
Darcy. Look at that,
I
mate.
love it. Here we go. I'm going to grab it. How cool.
Good?
This has never happened to me before.
Well, mate, in this shop, there's always the first, mate. And today, you've had the first.
Last bite right here. Here we go. I'll have to pay for this.
No.
So I've got some steak in here.
You got your steak and the burger.
And the burgers.
You give them a whirl, all right?
Good gentlemen.
Hey,
Thanks,
good luck,
boys.
mate.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you, fellas. Enjoy. Nice to meet you, Mark.
Take care, mate.
Pleasure. Have a good one. Thanks again, mate. Enjoy. Nice to meet you, bro. Bye-bye. That, my friends, is what local butchers are all about. You've got to love it. And we are back in the kitchen. It's been a while since I've actually cooked a steak for you guys in my kitchen, so it is exciting to get back in here. And what better way to kick off, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the celebration, let's just call it, with this beautiful dry-aged steak from Brenta Meats. God, that was a good experience. He did describe this as a 20-day dry-aged Scotch fillet. So I'm just going to give this a generous or a light sprinkling of some really fine salt. If you're dry brining a steak in the fridge at least an hour before you're cooking, you can use a thicker sea salt just because it gives it time to absorb, but I'm literally going to get this on straight away. So the key to cooking something like this is to make sure that your pan is appropriately preheated. So what I thought I would actually do is just set an ongoing timer the whole time we are cooking this. And what that will do is essentially show you And what that will do, sorry, that looks better. And what that will do, sorry, is essentially show you how long I spend on each element of the cook, let's just say, throughout the entirety of this cook. So it isn't the thickest steak in the world, as you can tell. So I am gonna make sure that this pan is roaring hot just because it really doesn't have too much or too long to develop a crust. Boom, we're started, okay. And I'm gonna start preheating this. So my oven has 9 settings here. I am putting this on like 6. After a few minutes, I'll drop it back down. You want it really hot, and the beautiful or the best thing about cast iron is that it retains heat really well. So once it heats up, it sort of stays hot. The thing about when you're cooking something like this though, is that you want that heat to be maintained. And if the crust isn't really developing, then you got to make sure that you do increase the heat. So as you can tell, sitting at what, just under 9 minutes, and the pan is smoking quite a fair bit now. So this steak doesn't have a massive amount of fat, so I am gonna line the pan with a bit of the steak-lad beef tallow, which definitely helps with the development of a crust. I am in America, probably sleeping right now as you're watching this, so I would greatly appreciate it if you buy some of this beef tallow while I'm away, because I'm traveling, I'm meeting a lot of people, and the beef tallow is like the only income that I can still make. So I would greatly appreciate it. If you just want to keep watching, that is also fine, but that's the amount I'm going to put on. And I'm just going to get that on straight away. I'm just going to start at 11 minutes just to keep it easy. 10, 1, boom, and we're starting. And here, listen to this sizzle. That is what you want to hear. And what I'm going to use is a grill press to press that down into the pan. I think for something like this, the most important part is that contact. You could use a plate, you could really use anything, as long as it's got that constant contact with the surface of the pan, that'll give you the best chance to develop and evenly cook the steak as well. I guess develop the crust and evenly cook the steak. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. When the steak does hit the base of the cast iron pan, it does naturally become colder in that spot. So I do like to increase it ever so slightly when it does hit the pan. What I like to give is about 2 minutes each side for these thin ones, and then I start flipping it regularly until we get a perfectly cooked medium rare. I do have a little thermometer here as well, so I'll be using that, but we won't need it just yet. That was over 2 minutes, which was my bad. But look at that crust already. It's really starting to come together. I wouldn't be surprised though if after I flip this one the crust isn't as good, so maybe I can increase that heat. We're at an 8 out of 9 now. Like I said, it is a thin steak, so we don't have too long to develop that crust. In the center, we're already at 30.3 degrees Celsius. I like to aim for like 45 for these thin ones, and that's only been, what, 3 minutes? That's been 4 minutes in total. So what I'm gonna do is give that another flip. We'll see how that's looking. So that crust isn't as good, I called it. Got to be so careful with these thin ones, like they cook so quickly. It's another minute there. We'll give that a flip, see how that's looking. That crust on that side is looking spectacular. Now this was the side where the crust wasn't as good, but this is the hottest the pan gets. We're at 46.3, so I think that's going to be the last flip that we get. And the crust honestly isn't that good on that side, but that's okay. 47.2 degrees internally, so that is absolutely perfect. So like I said, I pulled that off after around 5 minutes cooking time at an internal temperature of around 47 degrees Celsius. So by the time I rest it for around 5 minutes, hopefully it's sitting around 53 to 55 degrees Celsius internally, which is perfect for me. I'm gonna keep this camera running. We'll put it off to the side somewhere. You can see it in the background somewhere. There we go. At around 22 minutes, look at how good that looks. Seriously. The other side isn't as good, I'll admit that. From starting the pan to ending with this steak, we're at 22 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll put a little bit of a salt or a sprinkle on. I always go for feel and look, and based on how this is feeling, I think this is going to be perfect, so I'm happy. This is going to be good. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Edge to edge, not a crazy grey band. Still a grey band, but not like a crazy overly developed grey band, like quite an evenly cooked steak, which is what I wanted. 20-day dry aged Scotch fillet. How good is this? I mean, you can immediately tell this is dry aged. Very good flavour right here. I didn't even try any of the cap. Like, look how good the cap is looking. I mean, there's really not much to critique here. Like, this is exactly what they said it was, a high quality grass-fed dry aged steak. It is very good quality. I mean, I'm gonna have to finish this off, I think. I was packing up and I realized I didn't rate it out of 10. Okay, I'm gonna have to give that a very solid 9.5 out of 10. I've just finished it. The plate's still over here. That was a great steak.